understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to come this way. And we're going to say hi.
Hi.
We're going to explain what craniosacral is.
Yep.
And we're going to also demonstrate it as you explain and know the questions that I ask you. Is that okay with you?
That's okay with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's obviously with the clothes on, right?
Yeah.
Clothing
it can be with the
on.
clothes on. Do you want a blanket?
Sure, yes.
Do you want a bolster?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Lift your both feet up. We're using grandma's blanket.
Nice.
Homemade.
Nice.
Nice and heavy.
Yes. I like the color too, very colorful.
It's cool, huh? Oh, I need my pillow. Wow.
So this is a setup.
Yep, it feels like a lot of setup, but it's just to make sure I'm comfortable and you're comfortable because we're going to be here for a moment.
Okay. Can you explain to me what is craniosacral?
Yeah, craniosacral it's a modality that helps move the craniosacral fluid. But, that doesn't really mean too much to a lot of people unless you have a lot of anatomy experience.
Mm-hmm.
The way I think about it now is craniosacral helps get you out of sympathetic and puts you into parasympathetic. So sympathetic is your fight, flight, or freeze response. That's your stress response. That's everything that's keeping you awake, that's keeping you stressed, that's keeping your thoughts running, that's keeping your heart rate raised, keeping your blood pressure up. Mm-hmm. All that stuff is in the stress response of the sympathetic nervous system. Go, go, go. And what cranial does is we're using good energy, soft touch in our hands, a really neutral place for the practitioner. And this allows you as a client to get down into that parasympathetic, which is the rest and digest, which is the calming state, which allows your stomach to start digesting, gets you out of the reflex to contract your muscles, your blood flow drops, your heart rate drops, your vagus tension, your vagus nerve tension drops, so you don't see everything as like a threat as much. Like I need to do something, I gotta go somewhere. It's like I can just relax in my body and give in to gravity. And so by doing this, we're really just like picking up all the stress off your body, and then we're helping you just get into that place where you can heal, because your body can heal. It doesn't really need anybody else to do anything to help it heal. But sometimes it's pretty useful to have a helping hand.
Is this beneficial for who?
Well, the symptoms are usually can't sleep, high stress, racing thoughts, high blood pressure, any of those physiological symptoms that make high tension, to just give you that, I can't turn off feeling, anxiety.
And this is also helpful I feel for people that, for us that are massage therapists, for the people that can't go into that relaxation. It's better to start with cranial first, and then maybe they can start going more into their body, but first start in the head, no? What would you say?
I think it depends on what the client wants. Some people just want a good deep tissue massage.
Mm-hmm.
And
this is not it.
No, this is not it. This is not a deep tissue massage.
Mm-hmm.
And other people just want, they know that they are stressed. Mm-hmm. They know that they have high tension. They know that they have some sort of previous shock trauma in their life that they've just never addressed. They've never looked at it. They're just running throughout the day. This is their norm. And when you say these words of like, look, here are the symptoms, they're like, that's me. And I do get massages, and I have not been able to still get out of that. And it's like, exactly, because for most of the time, the massage, we're just skipping past this place. We're just trying to make sure your body gets the blood flow, gets the relaxed feeling, the tension, but we're not going deep enough into your nervous system to tell you like, hey, it's okay to just be here with yourself. Like, you don't need deeper pressure. You don't need to get your foot and your leg stretched. It's just, let's just be here in this moment. And really cool stuff happens in this place. And
Ooh, I was just gonna go there. What about the spiritual side?
I mean, yeah. Well, I guess the spiritual side to me right now is I'm really leaning a lot more into that your body can heal itself.
Okay.
And when we just hold the right space for you, it's very unique for you. You'll heal. You'll go through whatever you need to go through. And for some people, that can be a very spiritual experience. A lot of people see a lot of colors on the table. Other people like go through full-blown memories and shakes, and they relive traumas.
Yeah.
They relive stuff like that they have never been able to access.
And they can't control it. Like their body did something so new that they're like, what is going on, right? They're like in shock themselves of their body.
Yeah, honestly, it's a little bit of both. I worked on someone that had, I worked on someone and touched their psoas because so the psoas is in the stomach. So they had pain in their shoulder blade, and I just had a hunch that it was coming from their stomach.
Okay.
So I touched their stomach, and they went into full-blown shakes. And that was their first time going through that.
Wow.
And now the way that I kind of talk about, one of the other ways that I talk about cranial is that this is a great place to access trauma. And I like to call it shock trauma. So shock trauma means that it affected your physical body. So it's not just, I mean, we think about trauma like emotional trauma, mental trauma, but this has to be something that affected you physically.
Okay.
And
whiplash or something like that?
It could be any of that. It could even be sustained emotional trauma that affected you physically.
Oh, okay.
But it has to go into your body.
Okay.
So when we go into this place, it allows you to like bypass the mental, emotional state and go into the physical, vital plane of your body, your energy, your body, the mass, the tissues. And if there is stored tension there, that shock trauma is going to come out, and that usually looks like shakes. And there's usually, sometimes there's a memory, sometimes there's not. I worked with someone who's 72 years old that were accessing her childhood.
Wow.
That she's never been able to access.
To remember. Wow.
Yeah. And it's just happening.
So she's here on the table.
Yeah. And she is someone that like wants to go there. That's also the cool thing about it. That's not for everybody.
Oh, yes.
She is someone that's like
allowing herself to go there.
And you know what? Let's talk about for a second about her because one of the things that's so powerful in her sessions that as she's exploring and these spaces are opening for her, she's starting to realize how her interactions in her childhood, the trauma that she sustained in her childhood has affected her in every relationship she's ever been in.
Oh, okay. So even now at 72 years old, now she's realizing it in every relationship. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she asked
so we don't have to wait that long.
We don't have to wait. No, we don't. But it's okay still. I mean, it's
part of her journey.
Yeah, that's exactly where she needed to be.
And it's an inspiration for me because, man, I know there's trauma.
there's trauma in every single person. It just kind of
Right.
depends on the plane that we're working in. So this one to me really works on the physical vital plane. And if someone wants to work more on the emotional, I mean, all I have to do is shift my energy and my intention, and we can work more on the emotional.
Right.
It just really depends on what the client wants,
The goal.
needs. Yeah, and I'm trying to. I like to think about it as I'm being a golden tool.
Mm-hmm.
Or one of my friends from Spain says, like, you need to be the magnificent tool that's in service of the God in the person.
I love that.
So you just need to be, I like how she says a magnificent tool, because you have to understand that you yourself are amazing,
Uh-huh.
but you don't need anything from the other person to heal. Like, you're just helping, and they will guide you.
Mm-hmm.
And if nothing happens, it's perfect. If they fall asleep, that's exactly what is needed. If they release a traumatic memory from 7 years old, then that's perfect too. And it's not really better or worse. Like, it's all equal. It's just whatever you need at the time. This is a weird way of saying it, but it's kind of like where is your faith in the moment?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I also think faith in that spiritual side is like how deep you're willing to go into yourself and how much you trust that you can handle the change you're about to go through.
Yes. And allow it to happen.
Yeah.
So besides this, what other services do you offer here in El Paso?
So I do massage.
Okay.
Classic, good old rub-a-dub-dub.
Maybe not that way.
No.
But
Not
what
anything
about
sexual.
talk about more about, because we do structural integration and we do
Yeah.
more of like visceral manipulation, which is the manipulation of organs. What would you say, like you said you work on the SOS, PCOS, what, on that girl in her stomach?
Oh, the SOS.
The
Sorry. Yeah.
SOS.
Yeah.
And what do you think about releasing more, focusing on the organs and focusing on the muscles where the actual
Yeah.
things are happening?
I mean, so I think we follow the same creed that we're not really chasing symptoms, but we're looking for cause.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we're looking for that cause, a lot of times this can lead us into the organs. So like, for instance, pain in the shoulders could actually be coming from the heart, lungs, maybe liver, maybe stomach.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times it's generally coming from an organ of some sort. And so the symptom is
The pulling, right?
Yeah.
So it's like pulling either.
Yeah, it's creating tension and grabbing everything around.
Mm-hmm.
And in my experience, we have to also be open to the possibility of the emotional influence that is also associated with that organ. So it's pretty easy with like lungs and heart. If you follow like Chinese medicine, you could say lungs have to do with grief of some sort.
Okay.
Heart, anything to do with love.
And heartbreak.
Heartbreak, fear of love, giving, receiving. It could also be pride of just like creating walls and defending and protecting your heart, guarding your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So any of that at a longer chronically, like you do that every day for weeks, for months, eventually that's just going to create a holding pattern, a tension pattern within the muscles. And then that's going to cause a pain at some point. And so the visceral manipulation that we do not only addresses the pain and the muscles and the position of the bones and making sure things are optimally at the functional alignment, we're also addressing the organ. And we're addressing the experience that the person is going through. That's probably a good way of thinking about it. We're addressing that unique experience that you are currently healing, that you're currently healing from. Because a lot of times those pains are thought of like as a problem, and they can be, you know, a blockage, but they're also like your current lesson. They're your current growth that you're just figuring out. You know, it's kind of like the old thought of if you see a toddler like learning to walk and they fall, it's not like there's something wrong with them. Like they're just learning how to walk.
Right.
You know, we're just learning how to
sustain ourselves.
Yeah. And sometimes we've taken that to different extremes.
And the food we eat now.
The food that we eat, and why are we eating it in certain ways, you know.
And the energy that we're in while eating it. So like if you're angry, or if you're sad and you're just eating and
yeah, I mean, I'm a go-to sad eater. So
me too.
If I'm sad,
or chocolate.
I love pizza. So now I'm into homemade pizza. So I'll make pizza.
I'm into sushi.
Sushi, good for you.
But it's fried.
Okay.
It's fried sushi.
That's so good. That's so good. Yeah, so I'm not like the biggest, I haven't dived into it too much of like the foods that you eat, what is good for you, what is bad, because it kind of turns me into like this, I'm trying to break out of superior and inferior roles, like there's something better, there's something worse.
Okay, just
it's
neutral.
Like, yeah, like trying to see it equal and like you said, the energy that you're eating it from. So if you're eating it from this sad place, whatever, like, then you're just masking the real emotion. Like you're using gluttony, using the vice of gluttony to like feed yourself to numbness, and that's kind of the idea of, I think, the experiences that end up causing problems in our body that turn into pains. It's like the things that we're unwilling to feel, the things that we don't know how to feel, and we just go into the denial, we go into the vice, and then this piles up and accumulates and accumulates and accumulates. And then it turns into a pain. And so I think for us, what we do when we go for those symptoms and those causes is we come in with compassionate hands and say, like, let me hold this place in you that you haven't been able to hold. And it's totally okay. It's totally okay that you have not been able to hold this, because that's part of life. That's part of the blessing in disguise, the blessing in disguise of life.
And it's part of the society too, because we don't have this nurture from each other no more. So this is a place where you can hold space for this person, so that it can allow to the healing of the person, so that they can go through their trauma or go through that suffering.
Exactly, yeah. I like to think about it a lot that way. And if I hold and the person goes through it, that's awesome. If they don't, I'm not totally at the place of it's awesome, but it's okay. My goal is to just like treat everyone as equal as possible. Everyone's journey is different, and wherever you're at, I want to work with you. And so if the person is like, they hear this and they say, that's me, like I want to work on some of those things, and you know, I'm here for them. And if there's that other person that's like, I don't know if that's me, but I want to learn more about myself, I want to work with them too. It's like, it's fine either way.
Right.
We all discover ourselves on the table.
That's a good one.
Lee would always say that you discover yourself in the treatment room with the client and the practitioner.
Right. It's a reflection as well.
Yeah, it definitely is. So that's the stuff that I offer. I like to call that conscious bodywork. That's what I named my business, Conscious Bodywork, because the goal is to use awareness as a tool.
And where are you located?
I'm here on 1221 North Cotton, Central El Paso.
Nice.
I'm in an old hospital.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that used to be a sanitarium in the early 1900s. So it was where they sent tuberculosis patients to El Paso because back then tuberculosis was treated with sunlight. So it was also called like the sanatorium with like 1,000 windows. So every room has a bunch of windows, great lighting.
So the light can come in.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. So the light could be in here.
So there's even history in your room.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
a historic building. So everyone's always like, there's a lot of ghosts, but actually I really find it very peaceful in here.
And how much do you charge for a session? Is there different prices?
Yeah, I mean, basically I do $100 for my 60-minute sessions.
Right.
And then if I'm doing structural integration series, which is like 10 sessions, we're going more thoroughly through the body. It's like exploration of the body.
Okay.
As Gil would call it, like astronaut explores outer space, a somanaut explores inner space.
Nice.
So I teach you how to, the inner space, the somanaut. So I teach you how to do energy work. I teach you how to feel your emotions. I teach you how to move your body differently. And we just explore your body over 10 sessions. And those I charge $200 for 90-minute sessions.
Okay.
There is a beginning and an end, I feel like, to all my sessions. Like,
Right.
probably except for massage. Like, there's a maintenance period that we go into for massage or for body work. But there is an opening, there is a middle, and there is a closing, I feel like.
I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing everything.
Of course. Thanks for letting me hold your head. I barely did any work, but I felt some things.
Okay, what did you feel? Tell us.
Well, I just felt some releases at certain points.
I did. When we were talking about the heart, I felt my heart racing. Like, ooh, they're talking about me. But thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Wow.